Israel was in darkness, but now Israel is coming back because the word, which is the light, is shining upon them. You know, so it's like a big flashlight. You shining it and gathering the elect. Okay?
Which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of the Most High.
That's right.
Which had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy.
And that goes back to the book of Hosea. Is there more on that?
Yep, that's it on that.
Okay, you got something?
Amos 3 and 1.
All right, bring that out.
Amos 3 and 1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Yep.
Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Okay.
Can two walk together except they be agreed?
Okay.
Will a lion roar in the forest when he have no prey? Will a young lion cry out of his den if he have taken nothing? Can a bird fall in a snare upon the earth where no gin is for him? Shall one take up a snare from the earth and have taken nothing at all? Finished? All right. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid?
Right. That trumpet represents when they give you those breaking news stories. When they told those people about the hurricane that was coming, some of them had, but some of them were nervous. That's why they fled to those shelters. Was that, brother? No, I say some of them people, they were like, whatever.
I know.
You know, but some of them, but some of them ran to shelters. So it's,
there you go.
Because the scriptures say, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Go ahead.
Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord have not done it?
So whenever, this is a question that's being asked. So whenever there's evil in the city, that means the Lord did it. The Most High did it. I don't give a damn if man uses a heart program or their weather manipulation devices. It's the Most High that's doing it. So it says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord has not done it? Now, the most fearful trumpet that's going to be blown out here is those nuclear missiles. That's going to be shot from Russia. They're going to be shot from Iran or from different places that have this missile. All right? So read this, brother.
Joel 2 and 1.
Because Elder Tahar was going into this earlier. Okay?
Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountains. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand.
Go ahead.
A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness.
What's going to cause that darkness and gloominess, that clouds and thick darkness? Those missiles. Because when they hit, the Lord said that over here, they're going to basically block the sun out from all that smoke and fire that's going to be going up. Okay?
As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and strong.
Right, so this great people and strong is talking about the missiles. It's not talking about an actual person, but the Lord is using Joel to speak in parables. So he's saying that a great people and a strong, basically a military. Okay?
There has not been ever the like.
There's not been ever the like. Okay?
Neither shall be any more after it.
Okay?
Even
because once the Most High uses those missiles for the destruction of America, which is the judgment of America, those missiles are going to be done away with. You ain't going to see them things ever again. They were created for a purpose, and the Most High is going to use those missiles. Okay?
Even to the years of many generations.
Right, even to the years of many generations. You're never going to see, like you see in the movie Planet of the Apes, where they the second one, Beneath the Planet of the Apes, at the end, like, I forget, it was like towards the middle somewhere or towards the end of the movie, they show you those, they supposed to represent the Illuminati, speaking telepathically, and then they show you a nuclear missile coming out of the ground and they're worshiping that missile. Because the so-called white man worships those things. But they ain't going to have no remnants of missiles anywhere on the planet, ever. Okay?
A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth.
Right. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. That's the nuclear missile, the fire. As you see, that's the fire behind them. But when it actually hits, you're going to actually see fire coming out of it. They show you that in their movies dealing with the nuclear missiles. They show you that wall of fire coming after the missiles come. Okay?
The land is as a garden of Eden before them.
Right, the land is as a garden of Eden before them. You got trees, you got grass, you got houses, you got seas, you got rivers, you got people. Okay.
And behind them, a desolate wilderness.
And behind them, a desolate wilderness. Because the Most High is going to cold destroy this whole place. You ain't going to see none of this crap anymore. There's ain't no steel, no cement, no cars, no tanks, no titanium, none of that. All this stuff is going to be burnt up. Okay?
Yea, and nothing shall escape them.
Yeah, and nothing shall escape them. Nothing shall escape them. All right? So it's not going. You ain't going to be able to go into no underground bunkers. You ain't going to be able to go to no shelter. You ain't going to be able to hide. You ain't gonna be able to go to your mountain retreats. You ain't gonna be able to go up into space. You ain't gonna be able to go nowhere. Wherever you go, the Most High is gonna get you. I don't give a damn how thick you build those doors or those walls. Those missiles are gonna totally devour them. Okay?
The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run.
So, what Joel was doing was he was giving you a comparison of the missiles as military men going to war on horses. Because back then, that's all they knew. They didn't know about planes and tanks and all that stuff. They just knew about the stuff that they had back then. You know, that's why they give it. When you read the Bible, it gives you the terms that they were using back then. They didn't know anything about an ICBM. They didn't know anything about a tank or a missile, you know, or a machine gun. They just knew what they knew back then. That's why it's giving you this description. Go ahead.
Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array.
Because you're gonna hear that. You're gonna hear that crackling of the fire, and you're gonna hear that crackling of the fire. You're gonna hear people's flesh crackling, oozing, and popping like popcorn. You know, and everything around here, you're gonna hear it burn up. They show you that in that movie Knowing. When they show that big wall of fire coming, you hear the fire crackling in the background and you see the buildings going up in flames. Them devils know, man. And if they didn't figure it out on themselves, on their own, they've been watching us. You know? Okay?
Before their face, the people shall be much pain.
Right, before their face, the people shall be much pain. Why? Because they're going to be horrified. Like now, you see these people walking by, they're all proud, talking shit, cursing us out. But let some shit go down out here, you'll see how quick these people will start screaming and hollering. Yeah, 9/11 proved that. You seen them people running down the street. They were you had dark-skinned people walking down the street looking like they were white from the soot that came down from them buildings. You know?
Give us some room over
so and that was horrified and screaming. You know, men was running, screaming like bitches, man. And that was just a little building that came down. You know, this hurricane that came. You know, these people are all bugged out.
Yeah, for real.
And they're getting all messed up. But just imagine when the missiles are shot to this country. What they gonna do then? They ain't gonna be able to evacuate. Where you gonna evacuate to?
I can't save nothing.
All faces shall gather blackness.
Right. Why are they gonna gather blackness? Because of that fire.
But you had that.
They're gonna get charbroiled, so to speak. Okay?
They shall run like mighty men.
Right, those missiles are going to run like mighty men. Go ahead.
They shall climb the wall like men of war.
Right, they shall climb the wall like men of war. Meaning that when men of war, when they went to war, you would have like a fort, and they would climb the walls. You know, they go in and get the enemy. Those missiles, when they come, they're going to be climbing walls. They're going to be hitting buildings. The fire's going to be devouring this stuff. So it's going to be like mighty men destroying the city. Go ahead.
And they shall march every one on his ways.
Right, and they're going to be in array. They're going to be marching in array. So when the missiles are shot, they're going to be shot in array. They're going to be all in line. You know, they ain't going to be bumping into each other. They ain't going to crash into each other. They're just going to be on a guided missile course. And the Most High is the one that's going to guide them. Go ahead.
And they shall not break their ranks.
Right, and they shall not break their ranks. Go ahead.
Neither shall one thrust another.
Right, so they're not going to crash into each other. Go ahead.
They shall walk everyone in his path.
Go ahead.
And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded.
Right, the sword that it's talking about is talking about the missile shield that America has. They're going to shoot missiles at it. The missiles might hit it, but they're not going to be destroyed. They're going to keep going. Why? Because they're going to have the Spirit of the Lord in them, and the Lord's going to guide them. Give me Ezekiel 39. Go ahead, brother.
They shall run to and fro in the city.
Right. They shall run to and fro in the city. Because when the missile hits, it's going to hit. It's going to scatter, and then the fire is going to be all over the place. Go ahead.
They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the window.